Hello friends, in this video we will see what is Azure account, subscriptions, resource group and resources. We know that we have Azure Cloud and the Azure Cloud provides 200 plus of services. To use any of the services, we need to have Azure account. Azure account is a unique email ID and your password. So using which you will be able to create any of the resources under Azure Cloud. So simply it is like banking user ID and password to access your banking services. Now, what is subscription? There are multiple subscription which are available, like there is a free subscription, then there is a student subscription, then we have pay as you go, then enterprise subscription. So these are the subscription what is available with Azure. Once you have your Azure account, you create your subscription. Initially, you start with a free subscription model, create some of the services which is provided by Azure. Azure provides $200 worth of credit for a period of 1 month. You can use some of the services for $200 worth of credit, access the services, try the services. Then once your $200 worth of credit is exhausted, then the free account will be converted to the pay-as-you-go subscription. And for the students, there is additional benefit which is given by Microsoft, which is 12 months of free usage of some of the services. And free access to developer tools. So these are some of the benefits which are given to the student subscription. And we know that pay-as-you-go subscription, this is converted once your free credit is exhausted, then it will be automatically converted as pay-as-you-go subscription. Then you will be charged on what you are using. For example, if I am using a virtual machine for 1 hour, I'll be billed for 1 hour. If I am using the virtual machine for 1 month, then I'll be billed for 1 month. So this is how the pay-as-you-go subscription works. And with the enterprise agreement, we know that it is the agreement between Microsoft and the customer. Based on the agreement, they can get good discounts. They can use the Azure Cloud services. And also, I can have multiple subscription under the same account. For example, if my company has multiple departments, like I have finance, marketing, HR, and manufacturing. I can have different subscription for each of these departments. So we have account, we have subscription. Under subscription, we can have multiple subscription for each of the departments. Whatever the services which are consumed by each of these departments, so these departments will be consuming some of the services, right? So they can be consuming virtual machine, they can be consuming IP addresses, network, storage, load balancer, database. So all these are all services which are consumed by the departments. So these are all called as resources. So each department will be consuming some or the other services. Based on the services, they are going to create the resources. these resources, when they group together, that will be called as resource group. So why do we require a resource group? Let us take an example of the finance department itself. So at the top layer, we have an account. So you created your account with your email ID and the password. You were logged into the account using your email ID and password. You have your subscription. We have multiple subscription based on the department. One of the department is finance department. For finance department itself, you can have multiple separate divisions like test and development, then QA department, and the production environment. For example, if I wanted to use the resources only for the test and development environment, so I'll group all the resources which are being used for the test and development. So these resources like the virtual machine, disk, IP address, network, subnet, virtual network, everything I can group for this environment so that I can name this environment and use the resources specifically for the test and development. So this resource group I can name as test and development, so that it is very easy for me to deploy the services and I can manage the life cycle of this particular resource group. For me, it is very easy to manage the life cycle of the resource group. Similarly, for QA, I can create the resources and put all the resources under QA resource group. This is for the QA resource group. For the production, I will have different type of virtual machine, different type of resources. During the test and development, I will use smaller size of the virtual machines. When it comes to the production environment, I might be using different virtual machine sizes. Because of the naming and because of the life cycle of the production environment, I can segregate the production environment into a different resource group. I will put all the resources for the production environment. So this is how you will create the resources, and you will place the resources based on the life cycle under a particular resource group, depending upon the environment which you are going to use on the Azure cloud. A resource group is basically a logical container which you group all the resources together. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe and share. Thank you and take care.